So Pat, it's the first time we've spoken since the weekend. How do you reflect on the game as a whole?
Yeah, I think there's some positives to take away from the game, but obviously it gets a little bit tricky because you could have seen the game out, and kind of conceding from set pieces isn't ideal because I feel like as a team, as a unit, we're strong defensively on set pieces. So it definitely is a tough pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, that's football, and we just got to be able to reflect on it and move on.
Not the result you would have wanted, but 2 minutes in, you were on the score sheet. Talk us through that goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great feeling because I seen D win the header, and then I think Lars and I were starting to build a connection where he knows whenever he gets the ball, I'm always on that shoulder on the other defender. So I think just it was all natural. He just knew to play it into space, and I'll get there. And I think once I beat the guy to the ball, I kind of just backed myself to score, and to see it go in the goal and to celebrate with the fans was amazing. And the team is just like, we wanted more. So it was a good feeling, but obviously wish we could have got something else.
Yeah, scoring so early on, does it sometimes make it a bit harder in some ways?
I think sometimes, at the end of the day, like we're away from home. Middlesbrough is a top team in the league as well, so we knew that it was going to be a tricky game. But going up sometimes maybe, but for me, I felt as if we had more opportunities to also score. So it was like two-way to look at it because I felt as if there was chances, the more space was going to open up, we have more chance to score. But I think as the game went, that's when it started to get a little bit difficult, defending, and obviously they're pressing harder and the fans are getting back in them as well. So it's just like kind of tricky sometimes.
Yeah, it's probably the first time we've sat down with you properly and spoken and had a good amount of time with you. So since you've joined, so a good time to reflect. How have you found things so far here?
Yeah, it's been good. I think everyone has really helped me to just adjust to everything. I'm still. It was tough in the beginning. I felt like when you coming back from injury, you still got a lot of lingering pain. So you're trying to deal with that, and the physicality of the league, and not getting the calls you'd imagine from the referees. Like I had to kind of adjust to it, and I'm still adjusting if I'm honest. But I think now I have a decent understanding based off the games I played, and I just want to hopefully, build off more on just the game of myself. So I've been enjoying it though.
What would you say is the main thing you've learnt about the championship?
Probably say I always say like to my people home, it's ruthless. It's very very ruthless because everyone wants to win. Everyone wants 3 points. The league is so tight as well, and I think every play it's like when it's like you have to win, you have to lose. Like it's just one of them things, and obviously that's football, but they go into everything 100%, and there's so many games, and it feels as if the tempo never changes. So it's something that I'm still learning and adjusting to, but I mean I think it's gonna help benefit my career.
3 goals on the board and a few assists as well for you so far this season. Do you set yourself any aims or goals for that kind of thing, and how do you see it going?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I set a lot of goals for myself every season I play. Obviously, it's like a personal thing because I wanna achieve what I want to achieve. But I'm blessed to have 3 goals and 3 assists. Obviously, you could always say you want more and stuff, but for me, it's just focusing on what I can control and taking each day at a time. But it hasn't been easy. But when you have the trust in the Lord, it just makes everything easy for yourself. So for me, with these guys on the team, I think as time goes, I hopefully start to click even more, and I think I'll find a good flow of games and a good run.
Leicester City up this weekend. What do you make of them?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to play. I think they have a lot of exciting players as well. But I think it's a big opportunity for us to play at home in front of our fans, and I think we could get that momentum rush again. We back ourselves as a group, and I think that any team we play against, we can come up on top. So I think as long as we know what we do and focus on what we can control and take advantage of our opportunities, I think we have a big shot of 3 points at home.
And you've had a long run of good results and then had to bounce back, say, with Swansea. How important is it that we see that kind of reaction again?
Yeah, it has to happen. That's the name of the game. You can't dwell on the past anymore. Obviously, if we could take things back in that last game, we would, but we can't. So now I was just focusing on learning from that game and applying it to the next game and making sure we're strong defensively and going forward. And I think if we do all those things, win our duels, and focus on what we control, I think we'll come out on top.